A pastor has been shot and killed during overnight prayers in Diepsloot, north of Johannesburg. 2 other people are said to be hospitalised with injuries after also being shot. Let's get more details on this from Ward 95 committee member Tebogo Molomo, who joins us now live via our Zoom link from Diepsloot. Tebogo, very good morning to you. Thank you so much for your time. What a disturbing story. What happened?
Yesterday we had a fundraising event that was organized by our local councillor to raise funds for matriculants of this year who are going to university next year. It was a very nice program which was organized by our local leaders, including himself, the councillor. So after the event, we were sitting outside at youth center. So it's next door to the clinic, our local clinic that we trust, that we always effective, and it helps our community members a lot. So people who were at the church, a local church, organized a night prayer, and then there came people who were armed inside the church. They switched the electricity off and started shooting randomly at the people who were praying inside the church there. So the one person who has died now drove his car to the clinic. So we're sitting, and then he just came into the clinic, and he even hit the gate. He hit the gate with his vehicle, trying to get help to get in so that he can get medical attention. Unfortunately, he didn't make it. And then the pastor, Pastor Mzila, came also carrying other people inside his buggy. He just dropped them at the clinic there and went back to fetch other people. So it was a very traumatic occurrence that we are very much hurt on.
So you say the pastor carried people in his buggy to the hospital. Is he one of the people who was also killed?
No, he survived because some of the church members there, once they heard gunshots, they laid on the ground inside the church so that to avoid the bullets who were just shot randomly inside the church there. So the ones that got wounded and shot that were the ones who were standing. So the pastor who survived this whole event is the one who was driving people to the clinic there.
Is there any idea at all, Tebogo, why this gruesome attack happened? Is the community able at all to sort of get a picture of why this has happened and who these people are? Are there any links to the community, or are these? Is there a belief or a notion that these were just criminals who were targeting a community?
Let me mention to you that during the week, I think it was on Wednesday, we organized people from the community, and we went to our local police station to take our grievances there to them. And we even made a petition that we are not confident in our local police because of the level of crimes that have been happening. Because in the past weekend, people were also shot in a tavern at Extension 11. About 3 of them, they were shot dead, and it was never reported. So this is following that event that happened. So now they are targeting their churches. We don't know what else they are going to do. Is it going to be schools? Is it going to be crèches? Our kids, our lives actually, we're just in danger, and we don't even know the motive behind this whole killings and shootings of people. So it's traumatic. We're living, we're scared for our lives, basically.
Do you believe that this group that targeted the church prayer yesterday may be the same group that targeted the tavern?
I wouldn't want to speculate on that. Because we don't have full facts. So it might be a speculation because now they're targeting a place where they'll find many people who are gathered. So it might be It's just a speculation, so I don't want to dwell much on that.
So is anything stolen? Was anything stolen yesterday? Was anything taken at the tavern? How is this? How did this group operate? Is it just coming in and shooting randomly? How is it operating?
At the tavern, they didn't take even anything. So yesterday, some church members, they mentioned that they were searched during this whole shooting thing. So they were searched. Some were even robbed of their cell phones. And the people mentioned that the people who were shooting at this congress, they mentioned that you felt that you were safe in a church. You thought wrong. So we don't know the motive. So it might be to disguise this whole thing by taking cell phones from the church members. We don't know.
So just getting a bit more clarity, just so you and I are on the same page, how many people were killed yesterday during the prayer session?
So far, one person is reportedly dead. He was dead. He was declared dead at the clinic, and the other two were taken to hospital. They are currently in ICU. So others who are just wounded, but I'm not certain about their whereabouts as we speak. So I think there were about 6 of them who were shot. But the one who's dead now is I think it's Kosana, Pastor Kosana. That's his surname.
So he was also one of the pastors that were killed?
Yes.
Were there any children there?
Children, women, it was bad.
And amongst those injured or, rushed to hospital, do you know whether it was children or women or men?
It was just male. The women survived and the children were not shot dead.
It's not the first time that, you speak about approaching the police station a few weeks ago, trying to get to the bottom of some of, solutions that need to come into play when it comes to crime in Diepsloot. It's not the first time. We have seen Police Minister Begicele coming into Diepsloot and other officials promising changes and beefing up security within Diepsloot. Do you feel that perhaps you may be failed by government officials and the police?
Very much so. That's the feeling on the ground. As we are speaking, there's a crime in Bizo that is organized by us, the local leaders here. It's happening at Sarafina Park. With regard to crime, that is just keeping on spiraling up. So, as bad, we feel like we are being neglected. We feel like a community that is just there to be traumatized, to be brutalized, and every little thing that is bad is happening in our community. And we don't have anything, we don't have solutions because we keep on telling them on our problems that we need them to address in terms of the crimes, but they keep on coming back. So it was quite, you remember we had a march, a protest that was organized a couple of months ago. So during that period, after Begicele came in, our community felt safe because it was a bit quiet, and for a couple of months, the police were patrolling our streets even at night. But now, since they stopped doing that, now the crime started again to spiral up. So we feel like we need more interventions from the police because we've got too many squatter camps here, and it's easy for these criminals to just come in and kill us and run to those squatter camps. And the police, due to their inefficiencies, they cannot get into those places and maybe arrest these criminals.
Let's leave it there for now. Thank you so much, Tebogo Molomo, for speaking to us, Ward 95 committee member, speaking about the tragedy that unfolded and feeling like Diepsloot is being targeted by criminals, randomly shooting, lives being lost, a pastor now killed, and also referring to an incident that occurred at a tavern where others were shot and killed.